So I'm about to tell you the real reason you procrastinate. And it's not what you think. A lot of you guys probably think you're just lazy, or you lack discipline, or maybe you just don't care enough. But that's not it. Not even close. Here's the truth. Procrastination isn't a time management problem. It's an emotion management problem. You're not avoiding the task. You're avoiding the feeling that comes with the task. The fear of failing, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of being judged. And your brain is really, really good at protecting you from those uncomfortable feelings. See, your brain treats discomfort like danger. It literally can't tell the difference between, I need to start this project, and there's a tiger chasing me. So it does what it's designed to do. It protects you. Tells you, not right now. You'll do it later when you feel ready. When you feel motivated. When the conditions are perfect. But here's the problem with waiting to feel ready. You never will. That perfect moment, it doesn't exist. Motivation doesn't come first, action comes first. And I learned this the hard way, guys. I used to wait for inspiration to strike. I tell myself, I'll start when I'm in the right headspace, when I have more time, when I know exactly what to do. And you know what happened? Nothing. Weeks would pass, months would pass, and that thing I wanted to do, still undone, still haunting me. The guilt would eat at me, the shame. I knew I was capable of more, but I couldn't get myself to just start. And that's when I discovered something that changed everything. Are you ready for it? Here's the hack. The 2-minute rule combined with the anti-procrastination starter ritual. Sounds fancy, but stick with me, this is gold. First, the 2-minute rule. When you have something you're avoiding, commit to doing it for just 2 minutes. Not 2 hours. Not until it's perfect. Just 2 minutes. That's it. Tell yourself, I'll work on this for 2 minutes, and then I can stop. Here's what happens. Getting started is the hardest part. But once you start, even for just 2 minutes, the resistance starts to break down. Most of the time, you'll keep going. Because the fear wasn't about the task itself, it was about starting. But here's the second part, and this is where it gets really powerful. Create a starter ritual. Something so simple, so easy, that your brain can't make excuses. My ritual? I pour a glass of water, I put my phone in another room, I open my laptop, and I say out loud, just 2 minutes. That's it. No big decision. No willpower required. It's automatic. And here's why this works. Your brain loves patterns. When you do the same small actions before starting work, you're training your brain to associate those actions with focus. You're building a bridge between, I don't want to do this, and I'm doing this. You're removing the need to decide. And decisions? Decisions are where procrastination lives. Now let me tell you about killing fear, because fear is procrastination's best friend. Fear whispers, what if you fail? What if people laugh? What if you're not good enough? And here's the trick that changed my life. You have to make friends with future you. Close your eyes right now, seriously, try it, and imagine yourself 6 months from now. What does your life look like if you keep procrastinating? If you keep giving in to fear? Really see it, feel it. Sucks, doesn't it? That version of you is disappointed, stuck, still making excuses. Now, imagine the other version, the one who started today, who pushed through the fear, who did the 2-minute ritual every single day. What does that? That's the person you want to be. And here's the secret. That person isn't more talented than you, isn't more lucky, isn't more gifted. They just started. They just did the thing scared. See, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the presence of fear. You don't need to stop being afraid. You just need to stop letting fear make your decisions. Here's another trick I use. The what's the worst that could happen? Exercise. Write it down. Seriously, grab a piece of paper and write down the absolute worst case scenario of doing the thing you're avoiding. Now write down, can I survive this? The answer is almost always yes. And suddenly, the fear loses its power, because you've looked it in the eye and realized it's not actually that scary. But here's the final piece, and this one's really important. Identity shift. Stop saying, I'm a procrastinator. Stop saying, I'm afraid, because every time you say that, you're reinforcing that identity. Instead, start saying, I'm someone who takes action even when it's uncomfortable. I'm someone who does hard things. Say it enough, believe it enough, and your brain will start to make it true. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. This isn't magic. The first time you do your 2-minute ritual, it's gonna feel awkward. The fear isn't gonna disappear overnight. But every single time you push through, you're building evidence for yourself. You're proving that you can do hard things. And those small wins, they compound. One 2-minute session becomes 5 minutes, becomes an hour, becomes a finished project, becomes a changed life. So here's what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Right now, think of one thing you've been avoiding. Just one. Set a timer for 2 minutes and start. Do your starter ritual. Pour that water, light that candle, open that laptop, and tell yourself, just 2 minutes. Because here's the truth. Every single moment you're choosing. You're either choosing the life you want or you're choosing to stay where you are. And staying where you are, that's not safe. That's not comfortable. That's slow death. Your dreams are on the other side of that fear. Your best life is on the other side of that procrastination. And the only way to get there is to start. Just start. How much longer are you gonna wait? How many more nights are you gonna lie awake wishing you had just done it? Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfect. Stop waiting for fearless. Just do it scared. Do it messy. Do it imperfectly. But do it.